initially when they announced that Drigo is going to fight in Perth, I was like, well, that's a bit of an unfair advantage for Adesanya because he's based in New Zealand and it's literally across the road. And then I realized there's probably the half of Perth is probably South African. So it's basically like he's fighting at home.
Drigo is one of those examples, I think. We were all excited that he won, not really sure what he won for, and promptly forgot about that sport. And now he wins again, we'll all be experts in a sport we really don't follow, man.
Exactly, it's like the Olympics. You only care about sprinting once every 4 years when it's at the Olympics. Well, the Springboks have made no less than 10 changes to their lineup for the second Rugby Championship test against Australia on Saturday. The Springboks won the opening game 33-7, ending an 11-year drought at the Suncorp Stadium. Coach Rassie Erasmus says the changes are not disrespectful towards their hosts.
If you look at this team, there are 14 World Cup winners and then there's only 2 guys that has new caps. So this is not disrespecting Australia, and this is not us feeling nonchalant about the game. This is us picking a team that we feel is back.
Relay silver medalist Bayanda Walaza returned home yesterday along with fellow relay runner Bradley Mkwana and gold medal winner Tatiana Smith from the Paris Olympics. Walaza says he didn't think he would be required to run in Paris until Benjamin Richardson picked up an injury.
At first I thought I was not going to run. That person was like, I'm the youngest and they have stronger people. So for me, it's a vacation because I was eating ice cream every day there. So when I stepped in on the track, it was the wonderful feeling ever. When I went into that block, I'm muting everything now. It's me and my God. If I faint, I'll faint when the baton is out of my hand. But yeah, it was the best experience ever.
The most 18-year-old answer ever. Cole Palmer has signed a new Chelsea contract to extend his stay at Stamford Bridge until 2033. The 22-year-old attacking midfielder is now on a 9-year deal with improved terms after a breakthrough season in which he scored 25 goals and contributed 15 assists in 45 appearances for the Blues. And in cycling, for the first time since 1991, there was a split stage on the Tour de France Fen, with both stage 2 and 3 taking place yesterday. Stage 2 was won by Charlotte Kool, while Demi Vollering won stage 3. That was the time trial. Vollering now has the race leader's yellow jersey. Michael Pedro, Eyewitness News, Sport.
You know what, Anele? It's like I've spent my life looking for the right one, where I'm not afraid of commitment. I finally feel like I found the one. Who is he? He? I'm talking about the new Haval Jolian City. Wait, a car? The all-new Haval Jolian City is not just a car. It's a high-quality, luxurious SUV from only $4,299 per month. Introducing the brand new Haval Jolian City. The one for you. Go with more. Go with GWN's new Haval Jolian City.
Need a personal loan? Talk to Nedbank. And if you open a Michaels Plus or Michaels Premium account with your loan, you can enjoy 200 Rand cash back every month. Visit nedbank.co.za. See money differently. Nedbank. We're a licensed FSP and registered credit provider. T's apply.
During winter, the chilling and numbing temperatures are not the only things you have to be brave in the face of. Often frosty weather brings with it miserable colds. Rely on Corenza Paraceed for the relief from pain, fever, and blocked noses associated with colds and flu, and Expigen for the relief of cough. Brought to you in association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, inspiring communities, one pharmacy at a time.
EWN Traffic. 14 to 8, let's catch up with the roads now. I know it's been a busy morning. What's the latest? There's heavy traffic on the N3 North. That's the latest hotspot, yeah?
Yes, Bongani, due to that major accident scene near Marlborough Drive, as a result, the delays are as you come out of Van Buren Road, and the people on the N3 South are also slowing down to just have a look at what's going on the northerly direction of the road. Please keep it moving. At this moment, we've got delays that are coming out of the Batu interchange as a result of the scene on the N3 North. If you were traveling in the Kempton Park area, traffic remains very slow on the R21 North approaching the R25. That's due to an accident scene as well. And on the N1 North between Bezolia Drive and the Rivonia Road exit, we've got peak time delays there. The same goes for the N1 South between the Braamfontein interchange and Olifantsfontein Road. I'll have more of your traffic updates. Stay tuned to 702 Breakfast.
702.
What's the question? question.
For 2,000 Rand in cash, thanks to our insurance, please tell me what's the question. If the answer is, I got you, babe. But let's go to... Who's number 7? Who's number 7? I can't see. How about Nan from Benoni? Let's go with you this morning. What's the question?
The question is, what song championship
They didn't release it on this day in history, I'm afraid. That's not quite the question. Let's go to Katleho from Lord. Katleho?
Yes, good morning, Mohammed.
What's the question?
What did they hope this song by the top duo Chair? Which song the Billboard Hot 100 in 1955?
Yes, indeed. Katleho, tell me, have you got yourself a quote from our insurance?
I'm right, I joined yesterday.
You joined yesterday, your biscuit.
Yes.
Your biscuit. How about 2,000 Rand in cash? All thanks to our insurance. And 702, very well done there. Katleho from Lodi. Indeed, the song I Got You Babe was, of course, a #1 hit for Sonny and Cher all the way back in 1965. Have a listen. Was the major age difference between the two singers. Have a listen to this interview taken about 10 years after this song's release in 1975, in which Cher is describing her relationship with Sonny. She talks about how she married him at 16. So you can kind of understand what her family's objection was. He was this guy, much older than she was, marrying her at 16. He had no money. She had all the money. But he wrote this song. It was a #1 hit. Love would conquer all, they thought.
I married Sonny when I was 16. And I didn't grow up until after I had the baby.
At 15, 16, when you married Sonny, what did you think marriage was going to be all about?
I thought that he was a good man, and I liked him, and I loved him, and I thought that he would take good care of me. Which he did.
The classic question. Was he like the father? Was he like a father?
He was like my mother, my sister, my brother, as it say, you and I are to each other. There is no name for our relationship. We were like all parts of a family, but none of them.
It raises the question, are you in a relationship your family disapproves of? And are you pursuing it anyway? Have you ended up with somebody your family just doesn't like, doesn't approve of? You did it anyway? Did it work out? Is your story? And I got you, babe. Let us know.
The cost of living crisis is real. Here's what one OUTsurance client did about it.
I'm Amy. I'm 26 from Kenilworth. When I got my 2022 Ford EcoSport, the immediate thought was to buy an OUTsurance, and I pay only 819 Rand per month. No insurance were able to beat or match the premium that I'm currently paying.
Want a car insurance premium that will blow your mind? SMS out to 45142 now for a quote and to find out about included benefits like panic assistance that sends the nearest medical or armed response unit to you wherever you may be 24/7. Here's Yusuf.
45 years old from Tegenal, Western Cape. I pay 700 Rand for my Polo 1.6 2021 model. If you haven't called OUTsurance yet, definitely get in touch.
Give it a go. SMS out to 45142. That's out to 45142. OUTsurance is a licensed insurer and FSP. T's, C's, and limits apply. Premiums are risk profile dependent and reviewed annually. Client comments do not constitute financial advice.
You have big goals for your business. You're scaling more, sleeping less, in desperate need of a cash flow boost. But you're too tired to hoop through the jumps. So what do? Lula. It's fast, easy Lula to get business funding of up to 5 million Rand in 24 hours. Apply online in minutes with no paperwork, no obligations, and no collateral needed. Apply today at lula.co.za and make cash flow. 702.
702. What's gone viral?
With Kabazela.
Catch up now with the world of viral content. Kabazela.
Good morning to you, man.
And of course, as you know, this is the feature of the show where we look at videos, conversations, commentary that has gone viral on social media, and Kabazela brings us up to speed. So Kabazela, without any further ado, let's start with your first story. I was curious about what people expected these patrons to do.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, but let's explain the story. So, people are sitting on the patio of the restaurant at Sekokotla Golf Course, okay? And casually, having their dinner, as one would do when you go away on holiday. And whilst they're having their dinner, they are treated to a show. And what's taking place on the, I think it's the 18th or the 9th green, one of the two, which is right there by the patio of the clubhouse, there is two lionesses that are lying on the green, and they have just killed an impala and they are munching away on this impala. Then you look behind them. The crocodile makes its way out of the, let's call it the dam that's on the side of the green, and casually strolls over to where the lionesses are. And then they are joined by a whole bunch of hyenas who come around and start sniffing and investigating and wanting their share of the kill. Then the lionesses grab the impala that they've killed and run off. Then the crocodile continues his little journey and he goes for the scraps that are left behind on the green. And now there's obviously a massive stain of blood on this green as well. And these patrons are just sitting there in, I would think like, wow, what the hell is going on here? This is just unbelievable.
Well, yeah, that's why I was saying I don't know what people expected them to do, because one of the comments is, look at these, they describe the scene and they say, look at the people in the restaurant just watching. I'm thinking, well, what was they supposed to do, But it raises, it raises the question of stories during holidays. Do you have a story